Everyone, Podpage is excited today to launch something new that we've been planning for a while. So people come in and they create websites every day. And thousands of sites have been created on the platform. And a lot of times the sites look amazing because they just pick a template and it works really well with the podcast art and you can just publish it and never have to think about it again. In some cases, people will create a site that doesn't look quite, it's not quite there. It's a little bit off. Maybe the podcast artwork doesn't really gel with the template. Maybe some of the font colors or font choices are different. And even though we have this great point and click interface, it's still not enough for the podcaster to get where they want with their website. So today we're introducing a design polish service. This comes free with for all elite members on the annual plan. And the way it works is you send us, you fill out a quick form about what you're looking to accomplish. You send it over to Podpage, and a designer will go through your website and try to improve it and make it match more of what you're looking to get, make it look more modern, cleaner, easier for a user to understand. And then they'll actually go back and forth with you over email about other potential improvements that you can do on your own or just things that they would need. So let me show you some of the early stages of this and a real example. So someone sent this over, and this was the website that they had created. Now again, this is auto-generated. It stayed up to date. They added all their player links. They have some episodes. They have a host profile. It's actually pretty. It's all the content is there. But then if you can kind of tell that some of the design is off, some of the text is hard to read. There's this gray background. A lot of links up here. You've got black text down here. So there's just some things that they weren't able to figure out in our editor, and they needed some help. They sent this over, and within 2 hours, they received this. Now, what we did was we looked at their artwork, and their artwork only has a few colors, right? And it's not super visual. And so, but we took, instead of having this dark gray background, what we did is we took elements of this yellow, and we made that the background. We took the purple accents and we turned that into the navigation bar, the buttons. We made the whole site a lot easier to read. We expanded the recent episode list to be longer so there's more to see. They had a featured episode. We kept that, but we were in talks to them about finding better ways to highlight their best content. We updated the host section down here. We added reviews, which they had brought in, and then we just fixed some overall bugs. This is just the homepage. We actually went through all of their pages and gave them all a polish. And so usually the turnaround on this is 2 to 3 business days. Sometimes we can do it super quick. In this case, we could, but you can kind of see what we're doing here. We're going to take whatever you created and we're just going to make it better. The other thing we've been talking to the podcaster about is if they could start making episodic artwork. And so instead of this duplication of all these different images, there was actually something unique to each one. And then if they do that, then we can start experimenting with different layouts. And so overall, the goal of this is to make it easier for you to build a great looking website with Podpage, even if the editor is confusing and you're not totally sure what to do. So if you are a Podpage Elite annual customer, in your dashboard, you go to the design, you'll see a free polish link. You click that, you fill out a quick form, you send it to us, and we can do the rest. So we're super excited to launch this. If we don't get there with this and we can't do it over email, we also are offering a one-on-one strategy session with the designer for those same customers. And there's more information in a different video on that. So we are really committed to making sure not only are we the easiest platform to create a podcast website on, but we're a platform where you can create the best one you can. So looking forward to working with you and seeing what we can create together.